Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. It is semi-final time, and we've had just one upset. Well, not really an upset, but we've had most of the results go the way that we expected them to be. I'll just get the brackets up on for you. Untitled Spreadsheet taking out Team Thanks. Chiefs Esports Club taking out Orbit.gg, and Jam Gaming laying the smack down onto Avant-Garde. But on stream, we had the Woodcucks going up against Tainted Minds, and BobbyJ, the Woodcucks were just on fire tonight.
On fire and making sure they are known as a top 4 team now, so they are charging towards the top of the power rankings, Chrisis.
Yeah, well, it remains to be seen exactly how the panelists rank the Woodcucks after tonight's performance. I expect they'll all jump onto GameStar TV on YouTube and watch the VODs if they didn't catch it live, because that was a very polished game, Allg, and really the Woodcucks didn't seem to put a foot wrong all night long.
No, as I was saying previously in the last game, they just played a really, really effective Overwatch tonight, and it's honestly it really takes me back to the first couple of times we saw Untitled Spreadsheet play, that that really, really aggressive play style that they play on offense and defense. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of them here on Thursday nights, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the top 4 in a few weeks.
Well, that may well be the case. Our next match for you tonight, as we've announced on stream, is the Chiefs Esports Club going up against Jam Gaming. And this is a little bit of an old rivalry, Jam Gaming and Chiefs, the original top two in the first week of the Jamstar Overwatch Weekly, back in the launch week of Overwatch. So good to have them back on stream. And BobbyJ, we were saying before the cast started tonight that Jam Gaming, a little bit of banter out there in the community that they might be overrated by the Power Rankings panel. So tonight, they've got a chance to prove themselves against Chiefs Esports Club.
Yeah, definitely some talk about them being overrated, but they just once again guys have sealed themselves into an auto qualification for next week. They just beat Avant-Garde, so Avant-Garde is one of the teams that people say we have been underrated, but Jam just beat them 4-1, so a pretty clean game.
They, a pretty dominant game, and a shout out to Jam Gaming, of course. We like to give them kudos for the Jamstar Overwatch Weekly, the first 5 weeks of massive competitive play here in Oceania on the Overwatch scene. And they've got some great graphics as well on their Twitter. I'm just looking at their announcement of the score 4-1 over Avant-Garde, and it's just a thing of beauty. So follow them on Twitter. Jam Gaming AU is their Twitter handle. Avant-Garde was their opponent. They are at Avant-Garde, as you say the words. I think on Twitter as well. So make sure that you start following these organizations, ladies and gentlemen, on the Twitters. They have some really good content getting pushed out. But BobbyJ and Allg, I'm going to hand over the cast to you now and start pushing buttons as the producer, because it looks like we've got all of the teams in the lobby and we are just about ready to go.
Thank you very much, Chrisis. And we have some players being shifted around on Jam Gaming as of late. Allg.
Yeah, we've got a couple of replacements tonight. We've got Bim from Quentium, I believe, subbing in at the moment for Jam Gaming, and we've actually been informed that Benji as well has been replaced by Michello this week, and is actually on the permanent roster apparently. So this will be the first time that I've seen Michello, so it'll be interesting to see how Jam performs with him.
Yeah. It's like a fresh lineup, seems to be going all right as of late, as they've picked up a 4-1 victory over Avant-Garde, as we just said. This is our semi-final game between Chiefs Esports Club versus Jam Gaming, with Untitled Spreadsheet and the Woodcucks fresh off their win against Tainted Minds, a 4-0 victory for them. They're in the other semi-final, so we'll try and see if we can get some updates for you in Twitch chat as that game is underway as we cast this one. So giving our love to the Chiefs and Jam, but we do have a great game happening at the same time between Untitled Spreadsheet and the Woodcucks.
Yeah, that game is going to be explosive as. Both those teams are just so aggressive, and I don't know if the game's going to be able to contain them, honestly, the amount of aggression that's going to be going on that. But there's only going to be one coming into the final, so whoever comes out on top in this game between Jam and Chiefs, they're going to have their time cut out for them in the final against those two teams.
Yeah, as the top 5 teams looking really good so far. Like we've got so many teams coming up. We've done this from the start. Me and you and Chrisis.
Yep.
We've been here from the start, from the first week of Overwatch was released. We started doing competitions here at GameStar, and
Absolutely.
we've noticed like we just had Chiefs and Jam. This is like our original two that were always in the finals every week. And now we've seen so many other teams just push their way up into the top tier of Overwatch teams in Australia.
Well, I think, honestly, one thing that we're really, really thankful for is ZOWIE being able to help us start up the ZOWIE Overwatch Weekly League, because now that we've got the qualifiers on Monday, without that, the Woodcucks wouldn't even be here tonight playing as well they are. So allowing us to have a Monday night Swiss format really allows some of these amateur teams to really get up and show how they play up against these top 4 teams. So, I mean, full credit to ZOWIE for allowing us to do this, and it's really great for Overwatch, the competitive scene, and Overwatch in general, for sure.
That is very true, and you can follow ZOWIE on Twitter at ZOWIEBenQAU. I believe that's the Twitter handle. If I'm wrong, Chrisis can correct me later. And we've got at GameStar as well on Twitter, so follow both of them. Where they're both of them together bringing you this great Overwatch League, and we get to see this twice a week now, which I have fun because I love casting and I love sitting here watching it twice a week.
It's a fantastic game to cast, absolutely, and a fantastic game to watch. I think one of the reasons that a lot of people, like tuning in and watching these tournaments is the game itself is just so fast-paced and so, so explosive. It really just doesn't give up. It's just so fast constantly. It's a really, really exciting game to watch. So really glad that the game's coming into its own now. Blizzard's had some of its problems with the competitive format in the game itself. There's been questions asked, but already, in the patches today, they addressed a few of those things, be it very, very small changes, things to do with the overtime, sudden death, time limit and things like that. But Blizzard is usually pretty good at listening to the community and these sort of things, and hopefully they'll really take some of these these tournaments that we've been hosting on board, and they can see how much of an impact it can have on the scene.
As we have Ori today is playing for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
he has been on the sideline as of late, but taking a management position. But we see Ori in action tonight, so he's been absent, and we have Hey Katie back. Hey Katie was not here last week, and Chiefs back with almost the original lineup as what they had in the first few weeks of competitive play.
It warms my heart, Bobby, to see Ori and Hey Katie back, those two old dogs from the first couple of weeks. And, Ori obviously hasn't been able to play as often as he would have liked, having personal reasons and things like that, keeping him away from the game. But it's great that we've got him here tonight and really can't wait to see him play. Also, just quickly on a side note, Bobby, before we get into this game, I just want to do a quick shout out to Jesterizer in the chat. He is as sick as a dog at the moment, hasn't been able to go at work and been lying in bed horizontal for the last 2 days, but he still managed to get up and tune into the ZOWIE Overwatch Weekly. So full credit to Jester. Give him some love in the chat.
Big love to him, and he's a big Chiefs supporter. He won the DX Racer seat giveaway not too long ago from the Chiefs.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been a big follower of the Chiefs in LoL and things like that, so it's great to have him here supporting his team.
So I love seeing anyone who's a big fan of esports, especially esports in Oceania. I love anyone who helps support our scene. So big shout out to everyone in Twitch chat tonight.
I'll be watching
show your love to Chrisis because he is the man who puts a lot of this together for you. So give your love to Chrisis in the chat. Send him some love hearts.
Multiple love hearts. Fantastic.
Overloaded.
Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at these teams, Bobby, and get this underway. Already we've got Aporia coming out on Symmetra straight away. And hey, Katie, as I was saying first game, I'm really questioning some of the McCree picks tonight, that if someone's going to pull it off, it's going to be Hey Katie.
And McCree, we've seen it come back. We saw it with Tainted Minds. They weren't successful with it all, but let's see, as you say, let's see Hey Katie can make the difference. Anyone can, I believe, it's Hey Katie.
Yeah, I mean, that man has, there's been piles of evidence of how he can play on the DPS champion. So we'll see how the McCree comes out tonight. It's going to be.
We're here with GameStar TV's coverage of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch Weekly. What's that? Weekly? The league weekly with back in Jamstar. So it's very. Yeah. As we're here with week number 2 playoffs, we're in the semi-final between Jam Gaming on the offense. We've got Chiefs Esports Club here on the defense. Some Metro turrets are in place, all G, and they're looking strong near the hole.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to come slow him down, getting a couple of picks in, not getting going down. So good possible study by the Chiefs.
Fields gets flashbanged and he's taken down. Good pick up there from HKD with that flashbang. Bim's just keeping Michello here alive on his Roadhog. Bim gets hooked in there and he's taken down and he misses the rope here. And Fields is back alive though, he charges into a wall, but Termo falls down, let's get changed down. Ori's still alive though on the Roadhog. Atar picking up a double kill though, he's in the background. Zelogs gets a little res off there, putting one player back into the game. And Atar is firing away here in the corridors, but they're gonna back off here, Jam.
Yeah, that was a really, really unlucky push there by Jam. They were looking quite good originally, but they just lost a couple of too many people and they had to pull back a little bit. So they're just going to reset and they're just going to see if they can come around this again. I reckon, look at this is sneaky here. GMEB is trying to come around the side here with Mercy. So if it's going to come into a big fight, Atar's going to be instrumental here in bringing this fight around for the Jam.
Jim and Duza. Sorry, no, Bim. Duza is the player that's not here tonight.
Yep.
This is a call shouting. It's the first game he has missed in competitive. He's got 20 coming in. So Jim's partner in crime is not here tonight, and to see how Jim teams up with Jim as they're fighting here amongst the little fountain. And we've got Turbo getting a big hold off here on his one-up, sending them down to the ground. Ori gets his trying to fire away with his Roadhog here onto the top of Mokyun. He's just dashing around on his roller skates and he's not going to be able to make it out.
Gee, the Chiefs are looking good at the moment with this defense. Just some really, really good calls here of when the ultimates are going to go down. Really good ult there by Turbo to stop that attack dead. Chiefs actually needed to win that fight there because Jimab actually destroyed the teleport on the side of the Chiefs. So they had no backup there, and now that they've held onto it, Gloria's got that teleporter back up and they're in a good position. So well held by the Chiefs, and suddenly Jam are really looking uphill there at the moment. Literally.
Yeah, they've got the shield, they're going up there with the shield, and they've gone in! They went in the whole way, they're trying to get to the back line here, we get the ult on top of them here from Lucio, and then Jim gets a nice ult there with his Farah as Heels gets the Rivalry ult down, sending Chiefs down to the ground, and they've all fallen down beside Snowblind. He's in the background somewhere, trying to get a kill, trying to keep his team into it. He's dashing around the payload, but he falls down, they're going to be able to advance here.
Yeah, they're slowly pushing up, and yeah, they've picked off HKD there. She's gone down. So really, really good there of the ultimates there by Jam. They knew they had the advantage on the ults, and they just timed them really well. So, hey, really good play there by Jam to get this first checkpoint.
Atar scaling the building here, chilling on his Reaper. He's got the Edgelord skin on. Shout out to Atar for the Edgelord skin. Jam around the other side here with Bam and Jim trying to flank. Chiefs have claimed the high ground, all G, and looking to hold up fire.
Yeah, this is something we've seen Chiefs do time and time again in the previous weeks. Get this high ground up here and hold really, really well, but Ori's gone down.
Ori's gone down to the hands of Jim out here on his Pharaoh. And Jim picks up a double kill. Cello falls though to Turbo. Big sledge here. The payload's pushing around and it's going to come underneath the archway and they're going to have to hold here on the ground.
Chiefs need to be careful here. They got picked off a little bit too easily there, and Jam's getting a bit of momentum going here. If they get wiped here, Jam could really snowball into this last checkpoint with a lot of ults. So Chiefs need to be careful. They do have 3 ultimates up, including the ground smash for Reinhardt and the Snowblind ult as well, Death Blossom. So let's see what happens coming.
Shield goes down from Winston, coming in the back, but Heels picks up a Poria there. The Lucio going down to Chiefs. Snowblind's all alone here. Realised that he's trying to get out, he's been caught, he finds hey Katie, Jim gets hooked, but he's getting healed from Jim, so he's back alive. Zelogs trying to get a res off, he's fallen down, Turbo's back alive with the Reinhardt also, but I think he's just wasting his ult because they're going to get the checkpoint anyway.
Yeah, this is not good for the Chiefs. They needed to use their ultimates and not die there and try and stay up for as long as possible to keep this payload from pushing. But they've been picked off. Hey, Katie luckily managed to get Jimab down, but Jam actually going to ride this snowball here. They've got 4 ultimates, 5 up in the terms of Jimab as well. Chiefs need to be careful here. If they lose one more pick and Jam go in and ult, it could be all over.
Snowblind with his ultimate left here on the Chiefs. Hey Katie just got his ultimate too. So they've got the DPSs have their ults. Looking to hold here though. The Chiefs have found themselves. They've placed their feet back onto the ground.
Yeah, they have placed their feet back there. They're on top of this central area now in this last section. Chiefs are really good at holding the high ground, and to be fair, they've managed to kite the ultimates from Jam and just hold on. They've got 5 of their own, or sorry, 4 of their ults up now. Already nearly got well. Then here comes the initiation for Peels.
Peels goes all the way onto the enemy. Reinhardt Temo jumps back into the middle of a bunch of ultimates here, and he falls down as the rest of Jam is just picking up kills left, right, and center. Cello goes into the background, the back line here. He's all into the spawn, picking them up, and they're gonna push that payload along.
Yeah, they're going to push this payload along. This is not good for the Chiefs now. They do have 3 ults, but Michello has his ult as well. He's probably just going to go really deep on the entire Chiefs backline here and keep them pushing away. Chiefs have to go in here and do something now.
Oh, Peels with a big ultimate, taking 3 people down as they try to get onto the payload. Snowblind's falling down as well. 3 people are down for the Chiefs. Orange jumping around. The rest comes in from Zelos just in time to bring it back into the game. Ult from Peels. Sorry, from Turmo on top of Jam here as Cello puts down the shield, trying to get onto the top of Ori here. Ori and Turmo holding strong on top of the payload. Peels is back into the game from already. They're pushing it in. They need to be careful. The Chiefs to make sure they get on top of that payload. Turmo, Snowblind, Ori all on top of it here. Cello takes down 1, and then Turmo and Ori just the only 2 at the top of the payload as Jim tries to get the rocket barrage off, but falls down. Cello's back in here, keeping Chiefs in the game. And Cello there, still left in the payload, but he's going to fall down.
Well, yeah, with Zelog's reds basically is the only reason for the game here. They defended that so well after that res. They looked dead and buried, but Zelog came flying in like an angel from above and managed to resurrect them all, and suddenly the Chiefs are looking in a good position. Jam had to commit a lot of ultimates in that fight. I think they thought they were going to just get it over the line, but the Chiefs have managed to hold on with an amazing Zelog's ult, and already the Chiefs, 2 minutes to go, 3 ults up. It's going to be close, Bobby. Jeez, it's tough to call at the moment.
And rallying behind Peels here up into the high ground here, but Oreo wants none of that. He jumps in here with the shield. Both Winston shields are going down. Peels still holding here. Jam's still on top. But they've been split here. Oreo pushes them back here on his Winston, forcing Jim and him here in the background as the rest of the team are stuck in the Chiefs here, and they're all going to fall. A chase down Peels. He's got his shield up and he's going to drop here.
Yeah, he's finally gone down. Hey Katie switching onto this soldier probably for like the last 2 minutes. Much more of what we're used to seeing from a really, really good use soldier that's keeping him away. Ori did a really, really important Winston ult there as well, using it not so much for the damage, but quite a bit of time. I mean, at the moment, Jam, they're looking down 1 minute left of this push, and this is going to be it for them. They've got 5 ults, they have to make this work. Sync up these ults and push this payload over the edge if they want to finish this level.
In here, the Cello and the Winston here for Jam going in, but Jim's been separated here from his healer. I think the healer's here. He's been spotted, but the res comes in just as he's going to get caught by Ori. And then Coleman's had the payload here as then Jam is popping their ultimate. They targets the Reaper ult off, gets a double kill there as Winston's there. Ori's the only one left from the payload, jumping around. They need to get him down. Snowblind falling. He's got the shield there to try and give himself some cover, but he's jumped up in the air to keep himself alive, pops his ultimate. Doing a good job here, keeping Chiefs in the game to let them respawn as the time ticks down, 24 seconds. Trying to keep his team there, Turbo's come back, teams are coming back in. Great job by Ori. He's kept his team in the game. Turbo and Hey Katie back in there, the heal drops down to Soldier. Snowblind ult comes in but gets denied with the field ult. This comes in from Zero. They're back in the game as another ult comes on top of here from Turbo, sending the back line of Jam to the floor. Cello and Peels going straight for the front line here though. As A-Tar gets another Reaper ult off. He's going ham as Turbo's getting on left with the shield, pushing him back, and they're gonna get the payload there in the end. Great job by Jam Gaming in overtime to get that point over Chiefs Esports Club.
Yeah, that was really close. ATAR really did deserve that play of the game there. Some really good ultimates. I said it earlier in the game, Bobby. This game was going to really come down to how ATAR played this Reaper, and some of these ults he did just really good. So good play here by ATAR to get it over the line. Chiefs will be a little bit disappointed that ZOWIE's held out so long with some of those resurrections. I mean, 28% resurrections, 28% of them. So really good play there. And 10 minutes 09, just getting over the line there, Jim.
Yeah, 9 seconds into overtime, and I believe we're going to have our guest analyst tonight as well. So we've got a special guest tonight, none other than MickZeroFive. He'll be joining us shortly. I don't know if he's in Discord yet or not. Chrisis will let us know, hopefully, if Mick's in. So,
Yep, he's here.
Mick can let you know. Mick's in.
Oh,
Mick
Mick!
will let me know.
Mick,
All
what's
right.
up?
So I just moved myself and just sort of crashed the party. So
Oh, yep, it's all good, mate. With Mick here from SIA On LAN, and we just witnessed a 10 minutes and 9-second win by Jam Gaming on the offense here on Dorado, our first map of the semi-final. Did you manage to catch any of that?
nah, literally just finished my other game. So you can get me up to speed. Is that the first round or is
Yeah,
it game
first
over
map
now,
here
or-
at the semi-final, and that was the first half of the first map, with Jam Gaming picking up a win in the offense in 10 minutes and 9 seconds into overtime.
Are we in the lobby or are we?
No, we're in the game. We're like full out of the game, so we're about to start the second round now.
Alright, as Mick's going to get himself into the game here, as we have Jam Gaming here on the defense, setting up a similar position to the Chiefs last game.
Yeah, as we said, you like to hold up either on the top section or near the fountain. So they're just sort of looking up where they want to go. Probably a pretty standard lineup here on the side of Jam Gaming. They've got the Roadhog and the Reaper and the Reinhardt, which we've been seeing a lot of, but I think a lot of it's going to come down to Jim Ebb and how he plays this Farah with Bim, Mercy damage boosting him. So big game here coming up for Jam. If they want to get on top of the Chiefs, they're going to have to hold out here, and that's not an easy task against the side of Chiefs on offense.
Yeah, and we've seen some. We've got a different team tonight, Mick, that has made the top 4. Woodcocks have beaten Tainted Minds.
Yeah, they did look good in that game. I was watching the first map. I love the Woodcocks as their Quake boys, so good luck to them, and hopefully we'll see them in the grand.
We're taking on Untitled Spreadsheet as this goes on. Hopefully we can have some more updates in Twitch chat. Hopefully Wolfie is all over that, trying to get some info for you guys in Twitch as that game is underway. And we have Chiefs just over here in that little balcony courtyard area, trying to find their way in.
Yeah, they're slowly trying to push their way in here. Hey, Katie actually got picked off there, so they've had to pull back at the moment. Wait for her to get back, but looks like Ori's going to go in and get this party started.
Neil's just running into the wall there, but he's swinging away at Snowblind and Neil from Zelog, so they're able to push on a little bit further as Hey Katie and Snowblind and Turner picking up points for each of them. Going straight onto the back line of Jam Gaming, no time wasted, but been forced back.
Yeah, they just got picked off one by one there, and they've had to get forced back, unfortunately. The Chiefs coming in really strong, and just picking them off one by one with some really good play there by Farah and the DPS coming in there by Snowblind as well. So yeah, really good push there by the Chiefs.
Apparently Jim and Mitch have a higher ping at the moment, 1,800, so hopefully they can sort out their latency issues. And we have them holding up high though. Hopefully that changes soon, because that will be very unfortunate with a good push in offense for the Jam.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlucky at the moment. Unfortunately, without a pause command or anything like that from Blizzard, there's not a lot we can really do without that at the moment. So we just have to
saying, sorry guys, they've just agreed to go back to lobby, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Katie just said Ken back to lobby if you want. Looks like they're not shooting each other and just talking about going back to lobby, so I think they may go back to the lobby.
Yeah.
Send it back. I think Jim was getting DDoS by Rep that game, so Rep obviously not playing, and wants his team to be victorious and known for DDoSing as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were joking or not. I'm just like sitting there like, okay.
There was, I'll take you back. I'll take you boys back. So back in the natural selection days, there was some controversy with DDoSing, and Reps Team Squad 5 playing, and the other team was getting DDoS. So I just yeah.
Just some history. Just some esports history.
Yeah, taking us back the FPS natural selection one. So yeah. Anyway, it's not real. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't wish on rant, please.
please don't hunt anyone down. But no, that's good to see. I mean, this is a perfect example. It's good to see some really good sportsmanship there coming out by the side of Chiefs, and putting this back to the lobby and getting us underway. But I mean, it does ask the question: how long really until Blizzard can put in like a pause function for these games? So if these sort of issues do occur, you can pause the game and fix them, and instead of having to restart the whole thing. So maybe we'll be seeing some things as the game goes on and gets hopefully a little bit bigger.
I've got to say one thing for Blizzard's development priorities. Creating 6 spectator slots off the bat was a stroke of genius. The fact that we can have 2 coaches, 2 casters, a producer, and an admin all spectating the game at once is a fantastic step forward for esports, and I hope that other development companies pay attention to that sort of thing, because as many flaws as the game might have, they've obviously thought that they want to get this game up on screen, get people watching it, because the hype around it has been awesome, and those 6 spectator slots. So shout out to Blizzard for that. But yeah, absolutely, I reckon the next cab off the rank for them has got to be a pause function.
Yeah, it is really good that they've really started catering to have 6 slots in, and really trying to look at it from an esports perspective. But the pause function, you see it in so many other games where there's problems with like connections, basically things that are just completely out of your control, but can have such a vital impact on the outcome of the map. So anyway, that's a moment, a point for another time. But it's good to see today some sportsmanship coming in from both teams, and we're going to get this game underway again very shortly.
And we're back into the lobby. So not back into the lobby, we're back into the game here on Dorado with your ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch game here tonight in the semi-final between Chiefs Esports Club and Jam Gaming. Jam Gaming picking up the 10-minute and 9-second time here in offense. Chiefs were very sportsmanlike here to let them go back to lobby and come back into the game with connection problems for Jim and Bim here. So good to see Chiefs letting them go back to lobby.
Yeah, really good to see. I mean, that's what. At the end of the day, it's the game that matters. So it's good to see both teams being professional about it and setting a really good reputation for the game in general. So we'll be interesting to see how both teams start up this game here. As we said, 10 minutes and 9 seconds. Bobby just squeezing in here. Jam Game getting that point. So see how the boys on Chiefs can push forward and see if they can break that time. Oh, actually, just quickly, Mick, while we got you here, we've been seeing a lot of McCrees actually tonight on the offense, which we haven't seen too much lately. Do you have any insight to that pick and maybe something different that we're not sure about?
It's kind of like everyone's sort of forgotten about his ultimate a little bit, so people don't play as defensive around it. It's like you always used to think McCreel, and now it's like you don't kind of forget about it. Also, he's really good. He's pretty good at picking up Farah as well. Picking up Farah with left clicks.
Cool. Yeah, because we've seen him a couple of times, but we just see that he struggles slightly against Winston and that, obviously. But obviously that ult is really, really important.
Teams are stacked on top of the payload here. Chiefs all on top. Jam holding into the fountain. Same setup as they had before we reset, and same setup as Chiefs had in the first half.
Yeah, just sort of holding next to this fountain, trying to poke them out, get some of their ultimates up, and try and ride out this initiation by the Chief. And it looks like Ori's gone in again.
Yeah, Ori's gone in, but he's fallen straight away. Unlucky for him, as the team's going to back up here. Ori falls down very early into that.
Yeah, he was just looking for... Oh, the Jim Ebb's gone down as well, so that's a 1-for-1 trade. Actually coming out in favour of the Chiefs there, picking off the massive DPS dealer of Jim Ebb, so they might go in here.
Yeah, Snowblind has that shield on. He's able to walk through. Hey, Katie already onto the back line, trying to get on top of him here. The rockets are going down, very accurate from Hey Katie. ZOWIE's giving the damage boost to Hey Katie. So teams are going back and forth. Snowblind picks up a kill here on Michello, just on top of the fountain. Kill's swinging away here. Snowblind's in shadow form, can't hit him though. ATAR picks up a kill on Hey Katie though. Snowblind hits the ultimate, it's going to be deflected by Peels, but doesn't mock him though. But he's down to Lucio. Peels is still on the front line, trying to swing away at Ori. He's back on the top of the payload. Electrocuting Peels, he's fallen down, he gets on the Jim as well, picks up a double kill. Snowblind getting a kill on ATAR in the background, they're going to push on.
Yeah, some really good play there by Snowblind and Ori to pick up the scraps there. Ori jumping around, just zapping everybody, getting the rest of those kills, polishing it off. So really, really good play there by the Chiefs, and they've come out strong at the start of this second round.
Yes, they have, and Jam, we're going to try and look for that high ground, as most teams do here. The Chiefs already pushing on, they're setting a good time here, All G. Do you expect them to get past this point relatively quick?
Yeah, they're looking for it, but I mean, pretty much every ultimate's up for both teams apart from Snowblind, so this next fight is just going to be off the rails.
And Ori's already gone in. The rest of your team is trying to follow up here. Snowblind gets a pick on the Mokyun here. Hey Katie getting damage boosted. The res comes in though, but they get swallowed in Zarya ult. Jim's going to rocket barrage on top. The Lucio ult been popped by both teams. Health is up to the maximum. We have the casualties on both sides here with Ori down for the Chiefs and Heals on the side of Jam Gaming as someone just respawned too on the way back. But Hey Katie forcing them back in here along with Snowblind and Turbo, pushing them into the base, and the payload's moving along at a good speed.
Yeah, I mean, look how aggressive the Chiefs are being at the moment, just putting as much pressure on Jam to keep him off the payload as possible. Trying to get a couple of picks of him, but just some really, really good aiming there by Hey Katie and the DPS and Chiefs to push him in.
Jello chugs away, trying to push people off the payload. It hasn't hit the checkpoint yet. Heals is on top of it with his shield. Jello gets a hook there. I think it was on the top of Turmo there. There's a lot of people on that loop there. The res comes in here from Jim. Reaper ult though, down the point. Gets hooked though. Needed ultimate. Ultimate comes down here from Heals. And the team here as the res comes in from Zelos now. Chiefs are back into the game. Lucio ult has been popped. Zarya ult on top of it. So the rocket barrage from Hey Katie. They're cleaning up JJ.
That was so good. Really, really good use of the ultimate there by Hey Katie, just to hold on to it and not rush it and wait for the Zarya ultimate to come in. So really, really good. Jam at the moment just looking a little bit flustered at the moment. They're being picked up a little bit. They're standing in questionable positions. They've just got to reset and maybe try and get a couple of picks with this Roadhog hook and try and put the pressure on the Chiefs rather than being pushed back so far all the time.
Plenty of time to play here with 5 minutes 48 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get this payload to the finish here. Hey Katie is looking for some picks in the back. Ori gets a kill on Ben. Homer gets a kill on Peels. Lucio ult pops here for the Chiefs. They're going to go for the win. They're trying to push Jam back into the score. Jim falls down too. The payload's coming up the red here. And no one's out of the spawn yet for Jam as they've already pushed up here and chased away for Jam to come out. Mockfield falls down. Payload's going to get there. Wow. But doesn't get there in time as a Apori pushes Diva back.
Yeah, really, really well played there by the Chiefs. That was really, really important. I'm sorry, really aggressive there by the Chiefs. Hey Katie, Ori and Snowblind just leading the front of DPS that game and really not giving Jam any chance to breathe at all. So nice play here by Chiefs to push us and get an extra point.
Red's coming in there. Be able to push them on here in that play. The Plantronics play the game there. Good job from Zelogs keeping his team back in the game with beautiful reses.
Yeah, good reses there. A lot of really good healing and damage boosting. I mean, Hey Katie was doing a lot of damage, but obviously that's amplified significantly by the Mercy damage amp. So really good coordination, really good use of the DPS there. They didn't even really, they had so much pressure on the Jam's team that they didn't need anyone to protect their backline. So really, really effective play there by the Chiefs stuff.
And we see Chiefs getting the faster time here, 4 minutes 40, giving themselves the extra point in the first game, having the lead of 2-1 now over Jam Gaming. And Mick, what is your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, Zerlog stepped up huge. Last week I wasn't watching him play, and I don't know, maybe I was expecting too much, but I don't feel like he made it as big of an impact last week as he did that game right there. Great positioning. I mean, Damage Amp, Hey Katie, obviously played a significant role in that game. I think Jim was still complaining about lag, so I'm not sure if that was a factor at all, but I think that Zelogs and Hey Katie, that Pocket Mercy on the Pharaoh was just huge that game. I definitely think those two had sort of the most impact, pushing that payload so easily. Just lots of spam, lots of zoning with Damage Damp Pharaoh Rockets as well, which teams sort of forget about. And it seemed like Jam Gaming were like on that second point anyway, just as the cart was like got stopped right near the second point. It felt like they had 2 or 3 players inside not really doing anything, trying to like find a door they could come through without getting hit with spam. So yeah, just a really great zone that Hey Katie put up. And Zelog's definitely from last week and stepped up his game significantly as well, which is good to see.
Yeah, and we are going to be on Hollywood for our next map here, with Chiefs back on the defense, with Jam on the offense, and we've seen Chiefs pick up a good win just there, LG, and we've actually seen Chiefs suffer some losses here to the hands of Tainted Minds on Hollywood. Mick's been in some casts when that's happened, and so have you, LG. What do you expect from Jam Gaming going up against Chiefs, knowing that they've lost on this map before?
Well, I think out of all the maps that I've seen Chiefs play on, I think Hollywood is definitely the one where they look the weakest. Sometimes they seem like they're trying to do strategies that they've done on other maps, and it just doesn't work as well in the Hollywood setting. So it's definitely a map that Chiefs have struggled on in the past. But that being said, it's been a while. It's been a week since we've seen them on it, so I'm sure they're aware that that's one of their weaker maps, and maybe they've found some points to try and improve their play. What do you think about it, though?
Mick.
You throwing that to me? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry.
No,
It's just
right. Chiefs, yeah, the previous weeks, they didn't look so good on it. I think they played untitled spreadsheets on it twice. We saw them just get destroyed in a really quick fashion. But I remember last week they actually did win it. Can't remember who they played. That might have been spreadsheets actually. That in the grand final was it the map they won?
They've only lost to spreadsheet, Chiefs.
Yeah.
So it was on Hollywood.
Yeah. But last week I definitely remember I was like talking them down a bit. I was like, nah, these guys are useless here, and then they ended up winning it. So I can't remember who that was against, but they've definitely stepped it up a lot on this Hollywood map. And Hollywood can be really weird if you don't cut your losses on the first point that well, because it takes a while to set up on the second point, because you want to get your Reinhardt and everyone on the top level on the second point, and so it takes a while to get up the little moving elevator. So I find that if you don't cut your losses quick enough on the first point, you're in a really average position for the second point, and you can forfeit a lot of ground if you don't get that high ground really early. So, and I think that last week when we saw the Chiefs on it, they held the first point for a couple of cycles of deaths, and then I think the second point they were just all set up, and I'm pretty sure they locked them out the second point, but I can't exactly recall. But yeah, they have definitely improved their game on Hollywood. So interesting to see Dozer not playing. Is there a story behind that? Does anyone know?
I'm not sure why he's not playing, but Bim from Quentium is subbing, and Michela is the new player. He's in the team permanently. He replaced Benji, so he's their new flex player. And we still got Untitled Spreadsheet playing against Woodcocks. Chrisis, see if you can get a update on that game for us, and just jump in when you've got a score for us. You can jump in whenever. And let us know.
Well, we might actually ask Wolfie, who's been doing the admin in the background, if he's had a result come through. I'm not aware of one just yet. But while we're in between games and just waiting for Jam Gaming to get themselves sorted out, restarting modems and that sort of thing, just a reminder to all of those viewers who have just joined us and the new followers as well. I've seen them coming through steadily through the night. Week 2, the 7th of July, we've got another Twitch viewer giveaway going on. Make sure you're following GameStar TV on Twitch, and then enter !T into chat. and you go into the raffle. And I'm just looking at the entries so far. We've had 7 people enter the raffle, so odds are really good right now. You might be picking up one of those sweet Overwatch tees. It doesn't have to be the ones that are pictured right now. You could take a Hanzo, which is what Navage last week chose, or you could take a Tracer or a Pharah, whatever you want. We'll let you make the choice out of the Battle.net shop. Your choice of t-shirt. Exclamation mark TEE is what you put in, and it's as simple as that to get into the draw.
Thank you very much, Chrisis. His teams are still waiting to get ready here. I believe someone's AFK, but nonetheless, we'll try and get that score update for you. So, Wolfie, try and get that update for us if you can.
Sorry, I haven't actually heard anything. Just to jump in quickly, haven't heard anything from the other game, but I will let you know.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, let us know when you get it, and we'll give it to you guys whenever we do get it. So,
not too long now. I think Bobby they'll be closing up hopefully in the next maybe 10 minutes or so. So we might get one hopefully before the last game.
We've seen Chiefs have slipped down to rank number 2 in the power rankings. If they lose to Jam here, what do you think the future holds for them in terms of rank?
Maybe I'll get Mick to come in and answer this one because I know he's had some impact on the ranking so far. So maybe Mick, would you like to answer that one?
Did you say if Chiefs lose to Jam Gaming here?
Yeah.
In a theoretical world,
I love the way you put that, mate. In a theoretical world.
I wouldn't see the Chiefs moving out of spot 2 even if they lost to Jam here, just because they've beaten them so many times before. Yeah. It's hard to say. Really, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any input on top 10, but I would say the Chiefs would still hold number 2. They've been too consistent for too long to take him out. And Ori's playing tank, which is obviously not their usual lineup. And also, of course, Rep's not playing as well, and he's their best player. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that would drop lower than 2.
We have Aporia on the Symmetra, your beloved Symmetra, Mick, and we were casting your game the other week on the qualifiers, and we saw you on Symmetra, dropping plenty of MickZeroFive memes.
Oh yeah, I think that was when my teleporter died straight away both times.
That was the one. That was the one.
That's because they knew where I was going to put it, I reckon. We played them before, so they knew exactly where I had it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, go through the rest of the team.
Go on, Bobby. We'll run us through the teams, mate. Let's see what's up here.
We have Chiefs here on the defense with Aporia on Symmetra, ZOWIE once again on the Mercy, Hey Katie on the Reaper ready to tear up the Storm, Turbo on the Reinhardt, Ori again on the Roadhog in the flex position, and then Snowblind on the Soldier 76 with Jam Gaming on the offense, with Bim once again on the Mercy, Jim on his Pharah, Mokyun again on his Lucio, Heals, Forever on Reinhardt, and then Atar on the Genji, Cello on the Roadhog again. And get ready to set up here, as we do have a scoreline at the moment, which was, looks like the Woodcocks are up at the moment in the score. So I believe it's 4-3.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, so they're in the... Untitled, I believe, sorry.
Yeah, well, maybe we get some confirmation on that in a second once we know for sure, but if that's the case, jeez.
There's a confusing message from a limb from Woodcock, so I was trying to make this, but the teams have already got in, and sorry about that, and the Jim falls from Ori's own block, I believe, and the Chiefs have picked up 3 kills here. Teal's going to kill Aporia, Ori gets a hook there on the cello, Aporia finishes it off here, and Chiefs successfully hold.
Yeah,
sorry. That was a really interesting res from Bim, just to res kills when they'd already lost 2 other members. I think he should have held on to it. There you go.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It seems like they were just trying to make something out of nothing in the end. They knew that was going to happen, but Anyway, yeah, maybe could come back to haunt them a little bit on that Mercy heal, but it does stack up really quick. So, see what happens if they can get this red coming in. It's fine.
Chiefs holding on top of there. We just go. Wolfie's just confirmed that it is a 4-0 win to Untitled. They've picked up 2 maps back to back. So congratulations to Untitled spreadsheet. Moving on to the grand final of the ZOWIE game. So Overwatch playoffs here in week number 2. Jim picks up a kill there on Snowblind. Winner of this game is going to chase Jam or face the Untitled spreadsheet team in the grand finals. Ori chugs away on the Roadhog, trying to claim their payload right here. The first bunch of cards sitting there. Nice.
Yeah, really good hold there on by the side of the Chiefs. Just using their ultimates well to just push them back and stop the push coming in here. Side of Jam. So Jam at the moment looking a little bit, you know, they're a little bit all over the place at the moment. They're just sort of going in a little bit one by one, getting picked off in the right areas. Maybe they need to try and come around the side and try and attack from a different direction. But Marcello using that ult to try and break that shield.
Yeah, he's trying to go in brute force, as one would say, as AKD jumps down, gets whipped. Point blank, manages to shift away here behind Termo's shield. Ori on top of the Roadhog, chugging that Hog's breath, tailing that Jim's health, and Jim's trying to get some shots up here in the back line. Gets one on Snowblind. ATAR's getting popped back up here. AKD going point blank with the pistols, heals, picks up the shield, trying to block AKD. The rest comes in from ZOWIE, sticking back up to the Chiefs. Jim gets the rocket barrage here in the back. As the Chiefs still go forward with heals resulting on the Reinhardt, and we have ZOWIE dashing away here, but Jam is swarmed the payload here on top of the checkpoint.
Yeah, really good extended fight there by Jam, finally getting over the line there and possibly capping this point. Yeah, they've just got it. So really good flank there. It's an interesting ult by Katie, but really good flank coming in by Jim coming on around the back line there and picking them off and really getting that momentum going.
Yeah, Jim is accurate tonight, picking up kill round. Hey Katie, good job by Pios deflecting it. That's an ult wasted there for Katie. Back on 0% as he swaps to the Farah.
Yeah, just switching onto the Farah. Maybe, you know, just trying to, obviously in this more open area, trying to use the range and just stop them before they get collapsed on this top area. But looks like the Chiefs are holding up here on this top section. As Mick said earlier, they've been a little bit scattered in the last few weeks and they're just trying to keep a position here.
So just out of the way, back on the Hey Katie as Chella chases them down here on the high ground, top of the bank. So behind the bank here, Jam. Bit broken up as the rest of the team are just near the payload, staring down Turmo. The Snowblind gets picked up by Jim. He's taken down. There's Ori and Michello, Winston battle on top of the bank. AK and Jim Dragon Ball Z style in the air with their mercies attached to both players. As Peels and Turmo facing off down here on the street in a Western sort of style here. Cello going here at the back. Turmo chases as good. Comes over the top. Azar hits the ulti, cleaning up Snowblind. And Jim falls down to Hey Katie in the background. Ori trying to electrocute the Jam guys here. To no avail at the moment, but the res comes in from ZOWIE. The Chiefs are back in, but Jim over the top of the rocket blast. Killed just as he gets the pick up on ZOWIE here. ATAR gets the kill here on his recent Snowblind. Killing on Jim. Hey Katie, still trying to get some work done here. Looks like Jam Gaming will be backing off.
Gee, that almost turned into like a team deathmatch scenario at that point. There were so many fights everywhere in this map. It was really scattered. Many spot fires going everywhere, but ATAR getting a few kills and then Hey Katie picking up some. So really even trade there by both teams. Possibly coming out ahead slightly for the Chiefs here. They got 4 ultimates, so see how they're going to approach this next section. They do look scattered though at the moment.
Cello goes in here on the high ground, top of the saloon. Winston's going shocking each other here as Ori opts to go down here and he hits his ultimate. He's going on top of Mockjune and ATAR as Turmo's facing off here with heals. Michello's back on top of the saloon here. Hey Katie gets away here with his ult. The ult comes in here for Turmo. Good work for the Chiefs as Heals goes down to the front line with Jam falling and Hey Katie picks up a triple kill.
Yeah, really good patience there by Katie, just to hold on and the ultimate right at the end there to pick up those few kills. So Chiefs, they did look scattered, but Jam kind of went in a little bit sporadically and not as one unit, so managing to hold on there really well there, the Chiefs.
For 1 minute and 44 seconds is left on the clock, not much time to go as Jam Gaming will look to push it on here. Just only a few meters left. Get to the checkpoint. Heels holding strong with that shield. ATAR picks up a kill here on Ori in the background. Zelogs and Katie doing what they can. Linked up together as the Mockun hits that Lucio ult. And ATAR goes along here. Speed boost with the Reaper ult going onto the back line, but the shield protecting that ultimate. Snowblind is fallen. Katie keeping up a double though. Comes from Cello and ATAR. The Rez comes in though. People back into play here. Jam Gaming, but Mockun is down. Bim falls down also. Zelon still has the ultimate and does so as Jim hits the rocket barrage. So people back in play here for the Chiefs, but they've fallen left, right, and center with Termo and Snowblind. The only ones left here in the payload. Sorry, Ori is the way. Sorry, Ori, as he's jumping in with the ultimate here on the Winston, trying to jump on top of ATAR's recon, and they've cleaned them up. Termo there on left, and they've managed to get the payload there as Termo doesn't get it.
Yeah. Really good initiation there by Jam, and equally good counter initiation there by Chiefs as well to actually survive all that pressure. They got away from it with a lot of their ults still left to use, but in the end, the pressure coming out from ATAR on this Reaper and Peel was just too much for them to handle, and they've gone down. So really close game. 2 minutes 15 almost left on the clock, and it's going to come down to this last push up to the end.
Yeah, I'm loving the overtimes here. They've always just right next to the clock all day, and they've done it again with the second checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. They've really stuck it out. They've really had to grind out every inch of this payload that they've done. So they're just trying to hold on, try and get a really good ult coming in by ATAR. We'll probably decide this one if he can hit it.
Bim has the ult up here on the Mercy. The Zeros is coming as well. They're going to both have Mercy ults ready for the next fight. But the payload pushes up just over the ramp here. Now it's right before the VIP, right near the end. ATAR hits the Reaper ult. Going in there. Stomach's forced back here. Off it. And Jam is going to get a beautiful job there.
Yeah, he knew that he had to hit a big ult there, and it had to get the Mercy as well, because Zelogs at 100% had the ult ready to go, but geez, he played that really well, ATAR there.
And here we have the Plantronics play of the game, Aporia on the Symmetra. This would be right at the beginning here, hiding behind those boxes. And a lot of turrets here. They did well here at the start, the Chiefs, but Jam managed to swarm them towards a few minutes in.
Yeah, really good kiting there by Symmetra there to just make sure that she stayed alive and got those first few kills down. So really good play there by Jam. They pushed it off at 8 minutes and 27 seconds, so actually pushed that last section extremely quickly, Jam.
Yeah, Mick, 8 minutes 27 seconds. Decent time set by Jam. What do you see? What do you expect from the Chiefs here on offense?
Yeah, well, obviously it's a beatable time. I felt like they played really strong on defense, and I was really surprised that Jam managed to get through that last point so easily with a good ult coming out from ATAR, I think.
Yep, that was it.
But yeah, no, it was like Chiefs doing well on the first point. Yep, doing well on the second point. Yeah, and then the third point just, I don't know, fell apart a little bit. I think Ori got caught out a little bit too forward, and then it was a 5-on-6, and then they just got a nice combo on the ults. But yeah, I think Chiefs can beat it. We'll see how they play. Yeah, we'll just see what they go with.
A few seconds left, sorry, as they tick down for the defense to come out. We have a defensive lineup here for Jam. Jim on a Lucio.
Yeah, Jim's going on this Lucio here, so already a very heal heavy side there with the Jim and Mercy. He's probably doing that strat that Mick said with the speed boost. There it is, it's changed over. Don't know if that maid's going to stay, but yeah, interesting use of the strat there by speeding him up and getting him out of the gate. We've seen that before, as Mick had said in the past.
We have Jim on a May. This is one of the first times we've seen May here on the ZOWIE Star league here. So, Jim.
Yeah, really. If that doesn't end up staying as May, that's crazy. Like, but as we see, switches it right at the end to throw us off. He just brings our hopes up and then crushes them right at the end.
When you rewatch this, Jim, you just made me facepalm.
Yeah, you've made us all sad, Jim. You made everyone sad, but oh well, mate. There's always another time. May. But just that Reaper coming out here. So fairly standard lineup in the end coming up here for Jam, and let's see how they hold up against the Chiefs.
What do you make of this defensive lineup for Jam Gaming, Nick?
Well, Symmetra's actually fell a little bit out of flavour in EU and NA, so I'm surprised that we're still playing it. As we were seeing, Winston going really hard on the Mercy, mate, so I'll let you take it.
And Winston, yeah, going into the back line here, but Peel holding strong to control it. The Chiefs are going to go. I thought they were going to help out the Diva here. The Diva looks like to just be distracting people as the rest of the Chiefs are piling onto the point. Atar holding strong on top of the cafe though. And Mockview and Heels on top of the payload now. Hey Katie's still hovering above with Zealot, trying to get shots onto the back line on top of Mockview. Don't want that teleporter coming up though. Ori chasing down Atar. Atar's gonna fall. They're gonna get the point already by the looks of it.
Yeah, Snowblind's going huge on this Reaper, just dishing out so much damage and eliminating everyone. We've seen that strat by the Chiefs a few times where they run that early Diva and they don't put her on the point. They actually sneak her around to this back section and almost use it, as you said, Bobby, it's just a point of distraction. So Jam had to be thinking, okay, if we initiate too hard here, we've got Diva behind us, she can just come and clean up. So just in the back of their mind, having that there just already breaks up the formation a bit. So interesting play there, turning onto Diva and already just being changed onto that Reinhardt pick now.
Just a quick shout out to Jam Pulse, who thinks that Diva should actually be pronounced DVA.
Oh, Matt Flacker said that first weekend, but got trade. So who knows? There's multiple ways of saying it now.
No, I'm calling him. He's probably going to get figured out.
Yeah, it's a sad one. It's a sad one. But who knows? Maybe I'll just make a stick anyway and write it out. Who knows?
Maybe there could be a emoticon with Diva's instead of Diva's face, it's Pulse's face.
Yeah.
As people can Photoshop that if they like. As Ori jumps off the bank, and Michello and Atar are getting killed on top of the Chiefs here. They've got people that have dropped, and the Chiefs are just waiting to have their team back up.
Yeah, Chiefs slowly just leading in a couple of kills there, but gonna reset and try again. As we've seen, Jam holding up a really good position here. Jim on the sniper now on Widowmaker, looking to get those picks. So good positioning here by Jam. They're looking really solid and dug in here.
And you got Peels with the shield there. Jim sitting behind the Reinhardt shield with Bim and the Mercy charging up Jim here. So the body shots are going to hurt here. Hey, Katie gets a shot on Jim. He wasn't even damaged by. And here we go with the Lucios and Snowblind hitting their ults here. And he gets a double kill, triple kill. Atar falls down as the third member. And Turbo and AKD getting kills here to clean up the rest of Jam Gaming.
No one can.
Yeah, that was a really, really important pick there by Katie. And you Jam knew instantly as soon as Jim went down on that Widowmaker. They're like, okay, so Chiefs have to go in now, and they did. A really, really good initiation there, and an excellent ult again by Snowblind, who's been really, really, really important on these Reapers tonight.
Coming out here on the near side towards the next spawn. So Jam trying to get in, Peels charges towards the payload. Please be careful here as Bim gets some res off just before he's going to fall. He falls indeed as the rest of the team. He puts the thanks up here for Jam. He puts his thumbs up, but like, unfortunately mate, the team just fall and you might have to put that as a thumbs down. Sorry mate.
Yeah, absolutely crushed there. Pushed in really, really good ult there by Term on this Reinhardt. We've seen him do it time and time again. And Chiefs at the moment in the driving seat, Bobby there, really pushing in. Plenty of time still left on the clock to push this over the edge.
And the ult is up for Zelog as well and Snowblind. So Apori's ult charging. So they have Chiefs are going to be looking to go aggressive.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to look for an aggressive push here. They've got 3 ultimates up, and Apori's got his as well. Turbo's actually got a pick here, so they could go in.
Ori and Zelog's jumping into the middle of the action here. Atar's getting healed as he's flying away with the pistols. Snowblind in the back here with the Reaper ult. Picks up Atar and picks up Bim as well. Turbo gets a kill on Fields. Jim gets a kill on Snowblind. Hey Katie picking up Fields and killing Jim. As they're on top of the payload, the Chiefs pushing forward with Turbo and Ori right here at the front near the spawn of Jam Gaming, and we're going to have to see them pull off something here as the payload comes very close.
Yeah, hey Katie on this good make is providing a lot of zoning potential here for the Chiefs, picking them off, and it's working out really well for them.
They're breaking it down. Both Lucio sound barriers going off there as Turbo hits an ult, cleaning up all Jam here on the payload. And Haytar's the only one left alive. Is dashing in for a res. They're back alive here. Big team in the game. People are still dropping down here on Jam Gaming as the rocket barrage comes from Jam, but does not work as Chiefs on top of the payload. Heel's trying to hold with the shield. He gets an ult off though. Everyone's down here. The Chiefs, but it doesn't matter as they're cleaning them up and knocking falls, and Chiefs are going to push it on and pick themselves up an offensive win here.
Yeah, really well played there. The Chiefs closing this out now 4-2, and some really, really good aggressive play here by Chiefs. We've seen it for them time and time again, but Turbo leading away with some really big ultimates.
Big ult there from Turbo. That's another. Would you call those ults instrumental?
I would, mate. Absolutely instrumental ult there coming down there on the side of Turbo. So crushing stuff.
As we see Chiefs picking up a big win over Jam Gaming here. Good time set by them. 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Beautiful work there from the Chiefs. As we're Mick, what do you think of that game?
I really like. It was funny because I was like, wow, I really like that Jim switched to sniper, and there was this huge standoff where it was like both snipers being damaged and both behind shields, like who's going to crack first. And then Jim just decided to reposition somewhere else that wasn't behind a shield. He got picked off by Katie, and then picked off by Katie, and then picked off by Katie again, and it was just like a useless pick. Like, I really liked the fact that Jim switched to sniper, but he didn't execute it that well, and like I said, he got solo killed 3 or 4 times by Katie before he went, all right, I'm on to the Pharah, and then I think he got picked off again as Pharah just once, right before they finished, and then, yeah, it was, I don't know, it had a bit of an impact on the game. Like, on the second point, it was like what initiated the fighting was the fact that, hey, Katie got the pick on Jim, and then after that, she got the pick on the Mercy, no res straight away, it's a Chiefs win. And then just, hey, Katie just continued to just out-snipe Jim. So, a bit unfortunate. I'd like to see Jim practice it a bit more. I don't know if he has in scrims or whatever, but like if he could have pulled it off there, it would have been really detrimental. But, yeah, it just unfortunately went down.
And we have Chiefs meeting Untitled Spreadsheet in your grand finals tonight. But before we do that, we're going to select our Plantronics MVP for this match. The nominee will be going to the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headset. And Allg and Mick, since you're both analyzing here, as Mick is our special guest tonight, we're going to have you both select your MVPs. So, Allg, you go first.
Okay, I'll probably would have to, in the end, give it to... Oh, it's tough. I think I'd probably give it to Snowblind in the end. He played a really strong game last game, but also in the previous game on Dorado as well, he was one of the really shining points as well for the Chiefs side and really got them over the end there. So it'd probably have to go to Snowblind for me.
And you, Mick?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Hey Katie just because they work on the damage damp Pharah in the King's Row map, and then obviously sniping there just really secured. I felt like it secured an easier payload push for the Chiefs.
We have Hey Katie and Snowblind deadlocked. We can what we'll do is we'll give it to you, Twitch chat. Vote either Snowblind or Hey Katie. Whoever we can notice the most, we'll throw them in as your MVP nominee. So we'll do something a bit different as we're going to take a little break between now as we get ready for the teams to come in for the grand final. We wait for Untitled Spreadsheet to come into the lobby. So congratulations to the Chiefs getting a big win over Jam Gaming here, to 2 wins for them on Dorado and Hollywood. Both teams did quite well on offense, but we'll be back shortly with your grand final game here on GameStar TV's cast of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch playoffs.